Okay, welcome to the Chapter 10, the Entertainment Market, Section 10.1, Presentation Lecture. Chapter 10 is going to be broken up into two presentation lectures, one for Section 1, which is this presentation lecture here, and then one for Section 2. So please make sure that you do watch both presentation lectures as well as take the notes for both of them. And if you need to, make sure that you revisit the slides as many times as possible in order to get those notes and get them submitted into Classroom. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. When it comes to entertainment market, if we take a look at what entertainment is and how it has evolved over the course of time, we know that throughout history and around the world, people have enjoyed music, sport, spectacle, art, and other forms of diversion. And those types of entertainment goes all the way back to the Roman Empire, with the gladiator games, which was considered sport in that time. And it has evolved into what we know today as some of our common sporting games like basketball, football, and baseball. Now, entertainment is not always simply about the sports market or the sports industry. There's also other entertainment that is not sport related. Now, one of those means of entertainment is television. And when it comes to entertainment marketing is the process of developing, promoting, and distributing products or goods and services to satisfy customers' needs and wants through entertainment or any diversion, amusement, or method of occupying time. And that is the key with entertainment is we are looking to market to individuals who have time that they are not using by working, taking care of their family, or taking care of other responsibilities. And television, as we know, is one of the most famous, or at least one of the most common, because every household has at least one television in it. Other forms of entertainment may include radio. We listen to the radio on a daily basis, whether or not it's local radio or internet radio or satellite radio. Recorded music. This might be music that we've downloaded into our as MP4 files into our iPods or even our cell phones. There's newspapers and magazines, which have taken on many forms as technology has evolved. The hard copy newspaper and magazine is still available for consumers to read. However, you can also get online versions, which can be viewed on tablets and smartphones. And then there's video games, home or arcade. Arcades have kind of become a little bit obsolete. You might want to change that with video games being console or computer. And then finally, films, theatrical or home. Live broadcasts of different entertainment venues such as plays, as well as movies, which can be viewed in the theater or even on our home TVs and home entertainment systems through our pay-per-view process. Now, companies that control the media will influence how the public is entertained. Very, very powerful tool known as the media. The media is the methods used of communicating and transmitting messages. So they can take on many forms, most of which were mentioned on the previous slide. Now, let's take a look at the influence of entertainment. Let's take a look at some of the clothing that we wear, hairstyles, and style in general, all influenced by marketing. Think about some of the things that you have in your wardrobe, as well as how you wear your hair in the morning, and your style that you consider your own in general. How is that influenced by entertainment marketing? Chances are, in some way, shape, or form, it is. Many products or services are influenced by entertainment are fads. You can go back to when I was in high school, and some of the styles at that point were much different than they are today. Considering fads, which are short-term, popular trend, style, product, or service. So some of these entertainment products have a very short shelf life, which means that the entertainment has to be fast and it has to be furious in order to sell as much product and move as much product as possible, because that lifespan is so short before the next fad arises. Now, when it comes to the marketing concept, which we know is meeting the needs and wants of customers as well as accomplishing organizational goals, movie and TV studios are constantly striving to anticipate customer wants and needs and provide what the public wants. This can be a little bit more of a difficult task in this industry than it is in the sports industry because of the short shelf life of entertainment products. Therefore, anticipating what the public wants can be difficult, but at the same time, very important. Because of the short shelf life, the marketer must cover costs and make a profit quickly, right away. Otherwise, it's not going to be a successful product. All right, when it comes to the economics of entertainment, which is the flow, the cash going back and forth, entertainment marketing relies on meeting consumer demand for diversion and excitement at a price that the customer is willing to pay. Now, a price that the customer is willing to pay is probably the most important metric that is going to be used to determine the price of an entertainment product because of the short shelf life. You have to find that price that's going to give you the most profit per unit sold in order to try and make up and cover those costs as soon as possible. Shoppers can afford to buy only a limited amount of the product before exceeding their budgets. So another element of this that needs to be realized and taken seriously is the fact that when you are an entertainment marketer, you are marketing to what's known as discretionary income, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But discretionary income is the amount of money that consumers have left over after they've covered all of their routine expenditures. Could be groceries, could be paying bills, could be buying things for the kids, for the family. Whatever is left over would be considered discretionary income, and that is the type of income that's most likely consumers are going to spend on entertainment. So we want to market to the individuals who do have discretionary income that they're looking to spend on entertainment. The entertainment and sports businesses thrive on getting people to spend their discretionary income. That's their bread and butter. Getting consumers to spend their discretionary income is the only way that entertainment and sports industries are going to be able to successfully market to consumers. Merchandising. Merchandising is a huge part of the entertainment industry. And within merchandising itself, what businesses will use is what's called cross-selling, and they'll do this to increase profits. Again, another technique because of the short shelf life of entertainment to try and turn a profit as soon as possible. Now, cross-selling is the method of selling the customer additional related products tied to one name. Let's take a movie, for example. Let's take The Matrix. I don't know if any of you have seen The Matrix. The Matrix is a trilogy that came out back in the early to mid-2000s. And when The Matrix came out, there was a lot of cross-selling and a lot of ancillary products that came along with it. Not only was there a movie, there was also action figures, and there was also a video game. So there's an example of cross-selling, which is going to allow the marketer to turn as much possible profit on a product which might only have a shelf life of a few weeks in the movie theater. By using cross-selling and ancillary products, you're allowed as a marketer to expand the amount of profit potential on a particular product. International entertainment. Not only do entertainment and sports marketers market to an individual's discretionary income, but they also market to an individual's leisure time. So people spend money, as Americans do. When we do, it usually comes at the same time as our leisure time. This is the time that we have where we are not doing other responsibilities. We are not working. We're not taking care of the family. We are not doing all those other things that we have that are immediate responsibilities that we have on a daily basis. Therefore, in our leisure time, we are looking for ways to entertain ourselves. That's where the sports and entertainment marketers are going to thrive in marketing to not only discretionary income, but also leisure time. And leisure time is the time free from work or other duties. So if you're a marketer, discretionary income, leisure time, two of the most significant metrics when analyzing your demographics and psychographics to marketing those products to the consumer. Entertainment products are one of America's strongest exports. Now, back in Introduction to Business, we talked about imports and exports. And believe it or not, when it comes to different products that the United States exports, entertainment is one of its most profitable and strongest. And that concludes the presentation lecture for Chapter 10, Section 10.1. Please make sure that you revisit the slides if needed in order to get the notes and then submit them in the classroom when finished. And then you can go ahead and move on to Chapter 10, Section 2 presentation lecture, and I will see you next time we meet in class.